Hello and welcome back to our podcast number 2 on the ACCA SBL pre-scene information for the upcoming December 2023 examination. We're on to now the actual benefits, as you can see on the screen. I'm going to take you down of cloud services to clients. If you haven't watched episode 1, be sure to go and check that out. It's on the channel. Make sure you subscribe as well, of course, so that you don't miss out on any future videos that could help you get that lovely pass on your SBL exam. But in this video, as you can see on the screen, everything underlined are the key notes that I'd be getting down in your case to help you to just process this information, and so the key word here, to apply it in your examination. There's going to be pre-seen that we're going through in this recording, unseen information on the exam day, and you need to apply it to the given scenario and requirement set. If you would like access to the notes that you can see on the screen, just click the link in the description of this video and you can download them there. And also there are resources down there that are going to help you to pass this examination. But for the benefits of the cloud services to clients, this is where you've just got to familiarise yourself with the industry, what cloud-based services actually are. So maybe you've got an iPhone and you have a cloud-based system that your photos, videos get uploaded to. It's the same thing when it works in practice or in industry. It's a case of, well, we have the client documents that get uploaded to the cloud-based system, and then people, employees all around the world, the clients, people who work at the firm can look at the information all on one platform. So hence the keywords for you to get down in your notes for the benefits of this: scalable, instant access, security wise on there versus sending the records via delivery in the post, perhaps like the old days. Accessibility and processing the data, such as submitting the returns. And then finally, number 5, sharing the data, especially if you've got offices around the world on there. So all these are sort of benefits for it that could be linking into your answers, with a few of the points that there was mentioned in the pre-scene information about supporting and maintaining by a cloud service provider. So you have an expert third party that will look after the cloud services for you. And this is what actually happens within the scenario that you can see on the screen for Farland, for around the world, and for NCTech on there. The next thing is it does not require an expensive space on there. So this is where, again, it's one of the pros, the benefits, that's why they've gone into business. However, this is where it's becoming an opportunity now for more firms to get into the market, because as we saw from the previous recording, the market's only growing, it's been developing over the last 10 years, and NCTech needs to keep that up in order to compare themselves with competitors, and you can see here the challenges and developments. Now this is where I think, and this is just my opinion from my ACCA experience in SBL, these points here from the benefits, the challenges, developments, you can easily have in your examination. They love to test the theories, SWOT analysis, PESTLE on there, Porter's 5 forces. I also got written down in my notes ANSOFs that could be easily applicable there, so ANSOFs matrix for your notes, corporate governance areas as to how this is put into practice. So good corporate governance will lead to good performance for the organisation. And then finally, Mendelow's matrix, you'll also want to get down that you could link some of these challenges and developments to. So the key points that I've got down here for significant challenges, straight away in that first line for you to get down in your notes, is that the Farland cloud service sector is growing very rapidly and is anticipated to double in size over the next 5 years. So again, a massive opportunity for NCTech on there to continue growth, but are they in the right position to actually do that? Because we have competition, client demands becoming ever more challenging, global competition that could be coming into the marketplace. You've got a potential oligopoly situation here, especially linking back to that table that we saw in the first recording, just to refer to it. 85% of the top 10 cloud service companies share a market interest. So the top 10 firms cover 85% of the market share in Farland on there. So that is where a potential oligopoly could be formed. You know, you could have a merger, acquisitions also coming into place here. Next things that come to mind that you can see on my notes now, just focus on the things that are underlined There's so much information here to process. What do customers want? They want reliable high-speed internet, not an issue in Farland, and it's keeping pace with demand. So the infrastructure's there. It depends, will the company, NCTech, actually be fit for purpose to deliver the required services? Also in the SBL examination, they love to throw in things that are topical within the real world, and risk of hacking on there, should we say, data loss, slowing down of systems, reducing operational performance. These are all things that accountants who are qualifying to become ACCA members face in the real world, and you need to be aware of. So again, I would definitely get that written down. Again, do some background research as to just getting yourself up to speed with how that could be an issue for the company. Next things as well that you'd expect, regulatory requirements being more costly, compliance on there, very onerous. I'd note down there, along with the actual demands for employees, which we'll come on to in point 6, that could be linked into an ethics question, corporate governance quite easily there. What's going right, what's going wrong, or issues that we could be thrown in on the unseen information on the exam day. And finally, the demand for highly skilled and technical knowledge employees. This is where they're in short supply, very costly. Well, you've seen that the industry's already been growing for the last 10 years. We've been provided with that information, and it's going to double in the next 5. So it could be linking into the people aspects of, can we do some more internal training? Or do we bite the bullet and just say, I'm sorry, if these employees aren't coming to us, they're going to be going to our competitors. We're going to have to pay a premium for it, because if we don't have them, someone else will as a result. And this is where it now links into the cloud service sort of innovation. And as you can see here from my notes, key point, as using the word vital really stood out for me. So the examiners put down here, the following areas of technological development have been identified as being vital to the future success of all cloud service-based businesses which provide the SaaS service model. So NCTech on here do not provide that currently within Farland. It's the most expensive. We know they provide the public cloud service on there, which falls under the IS one, the infrastructure as a service on there. So this is what our competitors within the actual market share that are operating in Farland and globally will be taking advantage of. So it's been identified that it's vital to the future success. The following areas of technological development. So you've got business intelligence on there, does what it says on the tin, actually processing, storing, collating the data. But again, NCTech on there. They need to be thinking to themselves, do we need to look at the other revenue streams, such as what we are not in at the moment? So that is PaaS and that is SaaS on there. So platform as a service and software as a service for your notes to get down. And other things which, again, I wouldn't expect an accounting student to be aware of. I even had to write it down here about quantum computing. This links into a potential SWOT analysis points of opportunities and threats, unique selling points, because quantum computing is all about solving complex problems on that, which you've got to be questioning, do NCTech have the infrastructure for? Next we have artificial intelligence, machine learning, more opportunities and threats that could be thrown in. Again, SWOT analysis on there, other theories, porters could be linked to this. This is where you've just got to keep on your toes on the exam day and just think about the advanced capabilities, lowering costs. These are the sort of nudges you could get in a requirement. More sophisticated than AI. AI is still going to benefit a firm to operate more effectively and efficiently, but not otherwise could be able to afford such complex technology. So some companies will be able to afford machine learning, actual processes and softwares, and others may not. It's all how they put it into practice. Again, an opportunity or a threat potentially could come up as on there. Next we have on here is the operational and financial key performance indicators. Again, I've just thought, keep it simple, break it up. Operationally, just think in your mind how the business operates on a day-to-day, week-by-week basis, where they've got a target for the service availability at 100%. That also links into some of the stats we're provided with later on, where I think they're operating about 95, 96-ish, so slightly below KPIs already on there. We also have KPIs operationally about the capacity, service failures, security breaches identified, available for clients when they choose. So are they providing the service which the clients are actually demanding? And linking into the service failures and data breaches, again, more ethical issues and could be linked to other theories on there. Coming on to the other KPIs, and these ones here are all profitability focused, really on here. Revenue, operating profit, return on capital employed. But again, security breaches down there again. They've hinted at it. I would definitely be thinking to myself, I've got to be aware of the compensation. This is the financial side behind it. Loss of revenue. The actual financial KPI on there, key performance indicator, for the average revenue per client. They've put down on here the average amount of revenue generated from an individual client over a given year. So they've got to be thinking, are they differentiating people who, like a single person on there, single client, who that financial KPI relates to, or multinational, small, medium enterprises? So maybe they need to actually be thinking more globally on here to expand their client base. But the operating return on capital employed KPIs, you will see in the percentages later on in the final recording on there. And that nicely takes us on to the third part of the pre-scene information. Again, referring back to the background ownership, which we're going to be covering in the final one, which is our episode number 3. So I hope you've enjoyed the second one here, shall I say. If you'd like access to the notes, click the link in the description of this video, and I'll see you on the other side. I'll put the videos on the screen now for you to click. I'll see you there, and be sure to like and subscribe for more. Thank you very much.